This priest took the lives of 57 people. Nobody could believe a priest was capable of being so evil. So this is Father Juan Severino Mallari, the first recorded serial killer in the Philippines. So Father Juan was the first ever Filipino parish priest in Pampanga. He graduated in one of the finest universities in the entire country and was assigned to be the parish priest of a quiet town in Pampanga. And the citizens of this town warmly accepted him as their parish priest.
Welcome, Father. It's an honor to have a Filipino priest here.
He also became popular because of his talent in calligraphy. But the same creative hands that created beautiful art in the morning were the same set of hands that brought horror at night, when he turns into an evil priest that hunts humans. So for months, Father Juan had been stalking Charles, studying where he lives, where he works, and most importantly, what times he is alone. He discovered that Charles worked late at night and always arrived home at 3 in the morning when nobody was home. So one forsaken night, Father Juan waited patiently for Charles to arrive. His weapon of choice that night was a bolo, a small Filipino sword that he uses to hunt his victims. Then, when Charles was about to enter his home, Father Juan surprised him. Slash, slash, slash.
Forgive me, Father!
He strikes first with one stab, and when Charles couldn't stand anymore, he stabbed him again and again and again until there was silence. But that night, Father Juan's evil deeds had only just begun. He chopped Charles's body into pieces and took his internal organs home with him as a trophy. Charles was only the first of many, so the once peaceful town was turned into a ghost town with nobody wanting to leave their house ever. But nobody could pinpoint a suspect, but the police noticed commonalities between all of the cases. All the victims had missing internal organs, and all of the victims were known sinners in the town. Gamblers, corrupts, rapists, thieves, immoral exploiters. They were murdered one by one until the death count reached 57. It was almost as if the murderer was trying to kill the evil people in the town. He killed for 10 years until karma finally hit back. One day, he suddenly got sick and couldn't stand anymore. So for the meantime, another priest took over, but when the priest arrived to Father Juan's house, he instantly realized that he just entered a monster's den because he saw fresh traces of human blood. He saw clothes of different sizes for different genders, all drenched in blood. And worst of all, he found rotten human organs. And this is when he realized Father Juan is a killer. When Father Juan's crimes were discovered, he confessed that he killed countless people to save his mother because he believed that it would cure his mother's mysterious disease. He was told that his mom would only live if she eats human internal organs. So he was instructed to kill to feed his mom, and at first, of course, he didn't want to do it. I don't want to kill. I don't want to go to hell. But someone would always whisper back into his ear, "Don't you love your mom?" So every night before he kills, he tells himself, "You need to kill so you can keep your mom alive." So to mask his murders as good deeds, he only killed sinners. And every time he convinced himself by saying this, "You need to kill sinners because by doing this, you're also cleansing the world." He only killed people at night because he believed in the saying, "There is no God at night." He was eventually arrested and imprisoned and was diagnosed with severe psychosis. So after 14 years, he was executed in public by hanging. He became the first ever priest executed by the Spaniards, and his story made people question their faith. Because how can a higher being allow 57 innocent lives to be taken by none other than one of his servants? This is the true story of Father Juan Severino Mallari.